Good day, everyone. My name is Angelo A. Pamil,
And I am Trisha Quibote.
and we are here to discuss what are the moral values found on the short story of Sinigang by Marie Aubrey J. Villaceran. So, a short summary of this story is Marie Aubrey J. Villaceran wrote the short story Sinigang in 2001. The story follows Lisa, the main character, as she deals with her father's adulterous romance with Sylvia, which resulted in the birth of a boy named Lem. One thing that a short story can teach us is moral values that we can utilize in our daily lives. Because of the lessons they may teach us, short stories can even influence our perspective in life. So the first moral value that we found in the short story Sinigang is first, honesty. One of the most important foundations of a family is honesty. It's not just about telling the truth. It's also about being honest with yourself and others about who you are, how you feel, and what you want to convey. Like what happened in the story. The consequences of having an extramarital affair with another man or woman are depicted in the story. It has the potential to erode trust, damage your relationship, cause emotional distress, and produce family problems that will have a significant impact on children. A family with an honest link is as solid as a rock. With this value, you will be able to look right through the person you love, reducing misunderstandings among those around you. Be sincere and honest.
The second moral value that we learned is that own up your own mistake. Apologize and accept that you had made mistake. We must be sincere in our guilt and promise and to never do such a thing again. We have already done it once and know the repercussions, so don't do it again. Liza had been waiting for her father to say I'm sorry. And this is the beginning of Liza accepting her father again. Liza's dad accepted that what he has done has wrong. Life comes for me. I'll never be able to avoid making mistakes, which is why I should apologize truly and inform him or her that I didn't mean it. I'll also consider twice before doing something like this to prevent making blunders that could harm others.
The third moral value we have found or we have learned is forgiving. Forgiveness is frequently characterized as the act of letting go of resentment, bitterness, anger, and the desire for vengeance and retribution towards someone who has harmed us. It's as though we're liberating ourselves through forgiving. It's about letting go of bad feelings and emotions toward other individuals. It also takes time to forgive, but the lesson it taught us should never be forgotten. When Lisa's father prayed for forgiveness, this moral was apparent in the story. It's easier said than done to forgive someone. What people have done to us will always be in our hearts. But when we forgive, we are also forgiving ourselves, as we are releasing ourselves from the emotional pain and bruises.
And the last value that we had learned is moving forward. Moving on from something traumatic in your life is probably the hardest, but it is the right thing to do. Moving on is necessary because until and unless you move on from that experience, you can not move on with your life. Moving forward or moving on is like freeing ourselves from negative feeling and emotion that we have. Just like Liza, who learned to forgive her father and create new memories with him, indicating that her love for him has never faded. Yes, there will be scars, but we must remember that life is not all rainbows and daisies. To be free, we need to let go our grudges. This lesson taught us to forgive and let go of any grudges I had against others.
So that's all. Those was the moral values we have learned or we have found in the short story Sinigang, written by Marie Aubrey J. Villaceran. Lastly, I am Angelo A. Pamil.
And I am Trisha Quibote.
Thank you for watching and listening to our video. Goodbye.